Yo, what up? I'm back at you. It's me again, Mike Cardi. We about to get. Yo, what up? I'm back. Yes, we about to get into basketball wives. You already know this episode was it wasn't too much popping out, but the girls actually did a few good things, and there was a couple of things that happened in this episode, and we're going to talk about everything in just a moment. How y'all doing, family? I'm doing well. Can't complain. Ain't been too long. Got from the dentist and stuff. Need to take my ass a nap a little bit before work, but I'm going to make it through this motherfucking day, alright? If it's your first time tuning in to My Car TV, welcome to the channel. Yes, hit the subscribe, the like, the share button. Also go visit my clothing website at joebatsclothing.com, and that way you can be able to get merchandise. I will have the tank tops for Joe Bats Clothing up this week. So boom, let's get up into this episode right here, okay? Shawnee is meeting with her business partners, Tyrone and Turk, and they going into the whole weed industry and stuff. You know, they came up with the name of the House of Trees, and she's waiting on her permit to come in the fall. Now, I'm like, you know, girl, if you couldn't have went into no other business but two of the most, you know, black boy names there is out there, you know, Tyrone and Turk, I'm like, girl, go ahead, do your thing. I was actually really excited to see that you had those two men as your business partner, and I think that y'all gonna do really well with this whole weed industry. On top of that, you got Miles, your son. He's gonna be helping you out on top of that. So everything is gonna be good. You know, it's gonna really do good for California's economic structure and all that. Same way it did for Colorado and what it's doing up there for Canada at this current time. So anywho, Shawnee, she gets a chance to do her first vaping of the THC oils, because THC oils and edibles and things, that's all part of the whole marijuana industry and everything like that right there. So, you know, she has like this dream of like this whole cannabis thing really being big out there, and I'm just happy for her. You know, her and her business partner actually planned a trip to go out to Amsterdam so that they can get the first-hand, you know, hands-on thing on what's the up-and-coming wave of the marijuana industry. So she's actually doing her research and getting some background information, which is really good, because, you know, you got to know what your competition is and you got to stay ahead of the game. So she's trying to learn about lounges and all that different stuff like that right there. So boom, let's move along. You know, I always like to see, you know, entrepreneurs and people, you know, about their business and shit. So, you know, it was just happy to, you know, that first little opening scene right there. So, anywho, let's move along. Dang on, Kristen, she's on FaceTime with her mother and everything. She's talking about how her and Cece's relationship has broken down and stuff. And, her mom, she was telling her how she has to make decisions and she has to, you know, be able to decipher good and bad from the situation. She also tells her mom about the text where, you know, Byron's like, he don't want to have dinners and no type of gatherings with the two of her and Thomas. And she was kind of hurt by that. She feels like that all she's done has tried to mend things and try to be the situation diffuser. And I'm just kind of like, girl, what the fuck ever. You know, I don't think that you've ever really been a good friend, Kristen, to Cece. Let's just be 100% honest with you. I think that you kind of strung her ass along and she was kind of just there or whatever. And y'all just end up becoming friends because Byron is your actual blood or whatever. Like, that's what I get from it, because you never really had her motherfucking back in no situation. You sat right there and let Jen and Evelyn start a motherfucking rumor in front of your face and you did not step in. That's not a true motherfucking friend right there. That's not being a real motherfucking bitch. That's just being 100% honest with you. Anywho, dang on, where we at right here? So, you know, her mom, of course, she's going to take her side and everything. And her mom lets her know, you know, you just got to, you know when to hold them and pretty much know when to fold them. And that was pretty much good advice that she could have gave her, okay? Moving along, dang on. Tammy, she's in the house with Reggie, and they talking about the whole marriage situation and how she feels like that she was scared to even make that commitment. She didn't think that she was good enough for him because, you know, the whole baby situation and everything like that. So Reggie like, you know, what's going on? What's done dang on came over you? What's done got you feeling like this in the first damn place? And, you know, I just think that you overthinking the situation. You just need to chill out or whatever. And, he, you know, he confesses his love for her and all that. And Tammy's just like, you know, I don't want to get in this situation. And I think that you're going to leave me because I cannot bear children or I don't have the desire to have children. And he's like, you putting a lot of pressure on yourself, girl. Like, just chill out. And my advice to you, Tammy, is, you know, go ahead, girl. You know, people like, you know, men like Reggie don't come too damn often. So you got to be right there, be ready to dang on step up to the plate whenever you get a man like that. That's going to love you in your good and your bad or whatever. Like I said, you don't find too many like that right there. So, you know, get over your damn self. You know, find some energy to have you a damn baby or pay a damn girl to carry that baby for y'all. And y'all go ahead and have a good ass motherfucking life, period, okay? Anywho, let's move along. Dang on. Tammy is sitting down with Malaysia and Zell Swag or whatnot. And they're talking about the whole PSA with Jennifer pulling out the pepper spray and everything. And, you know, they had a little small talk about that. Anywho, Malaysia goes on, talks about how she was doing a good deed and donating clothing to the women's shelter. And she wants to have this whole big fundraiser, not fundraiser, but event where she can do the same thing and the ladies be involved too, because what she did was she set up like this whole mall type situation for the women at the shelter to come through and to pretty much shop like they're at a store, but it's, you know, free merchandise and everything. And so you know, she also said that she wants to use this situation to get, you know, Cee Cee and Kristen to mend their relationship as well. But I'm like, girl, it ain't but so much you can do. These two girls, they have to find out in themselves that they ain't gonna make amends or whatnot, like, for real, for real. And Tammy's like, girl, be careful who you invite to your dang on event because, you know, you doing it for a good cause and it could all be overshadowed by some bullshit and people coming in with their drama and fuck shit or whatever. And that was like the best advice too, because y'all seem to always have these good ass events and then ends up being some type of debacle going on, some type of confrontation. And I'm like, why the fuck y'all didn't do this shit at the damn local McDonald's or somewhere, go to the park or whatever? Like, come on now, let's be for real, for real. Anyhow, dang on, what we talking about right here? Oh yeah, Malaysia. She's you know, she still want to throw the event, but she's, you know, like, okay, the whole family's like in complete dysfunction. I just don't really know what to do at this point in time. Anywho, let's move along. Shawnee's sitting down having lunch with Jackie and telling her about the whole Amsterdam trip and how she, you know, wants to invite everybody but, you know, Jen, and how Tammy opted out of not going because she just like, you know, I don't want to be halfway around the world starting drama with Evelyn ass or whatever. So, I mean, that was like, good. Go ahead and remove yourself from the situation, Tammy. Like, you seem to be over this whole damn season just like the rest of our ass is, okay? Anyhow, dang go, Shawnee's hesitant about, you know, inviting Cee Cee and everything. And Jackie's like, you know, Cee Cee, she good people. It's like, you weren't even there whenever she called, you know, Jen Tweedledum or whatnot. So, okay, she's like, okay, she done called Jen dumb as fuck. So, yeah, you can go, girl. I'm like, yeah, you petty. You want to egg the whole drama shit or whatever, whatnot, and be on her side because you ain't feeling Jen. You know, Shawnee, I feel you, girl. Go ahead and keep your motherfucking production going, bitch. Go ahead and keep your shit going. I fuss with you, Shawnee. That's all I can say. Because you just like the really big whole instigator of this whole franchise. And you try to stay out of it, but, you know, you do your little or whatever. But I feel you on not wanting Jen to be in your presence here. Like, don't invite motherfuckers that you don't fuck with. That's fake as fuck. Period. But the whole Cee Cee situation, yeah. you like the you petty. Anywho, so the ladies get at the charity event or whatever that Malaysia's throwing. So this is for the homeless shelter women. Everybody's at it, and everybody's there. They actually donated their shit. to the people, and the women are there having a good time shopping around. At this point, Tammy's like touched by the whole situation because she like, I understand everything that's going on right now. We are all one bad decision away from pretty much ending up in a shelter or homeless or being in a situation where we cannot provide for ourselves, and we always have to be humble. And so she was just having this whole just real moment where she was taking in everything that was going on. So Zell Swag is, he's orchestrating the event and everything like that. Meanwhile, dang on, who comes in? OG comes in with her motherfucking afro and that big ass goddamn on forehead. Shit, call that shit a 6 head, goddamn, because you could put goddamn 6 motherfucking fingers up that motherfucker. That's how damn big that shit was. I'm like, girl, don't highlight nothing like that that's gonna just put all the focus right there on your shit. So what does she do with that wig and coming in with that forehead? She comes in empty-handed and sets herself up for all kind of shades and reads and stuff. And so, the girls at this point right here, they like, okay, you didn't bring anything. Like, what's really going on? She like, okay, nothing's good enough for this group. I actually had something happen with my car and all this, and I started to go buy some clothes to bring them here or whatever. It was just like this whole big bunch of damn excuses that she was coming up with. And I'm like, girl, coming in there with like 2 or 3 little ball outfits would have been better than you coming there with nothing. Like, come on now. The whole idea for you coming was for you to be bringing something for these women to be able to choose from so they can feel good about themselves. Come on now. Get with the whole damn program. But she didn't see past her shit or whatever. But anywho, Zell, like, he over her like, okay, girl, okay, you come in here looking like this, and then you didn't bring nothing, and he like, this y'all girl, right? This y'all girl. Meanwhile, Tammy sits OG down. They actually have a conversation about Kwame, and OG starts talking about how her and Kwame's relationship, she feels like it ain't going nowhere, and all that, and they had this whole little thing, just sharing relationship experiences. Meanwhile, Zell Swag, he pretty much gets on the damn PA system and is like, I need everyone who donated to get in the picture. Just being real petty and catty and shit or whatever. So OG like, okay, I know. I'm like, girl, obviously you didn't because you came empty motherfucking handed. Come on now. Let's just be honest. So he had every damn right to shade the fuck out of you. Alright, moving along. Dang on. Shawnee is at Evelyn's house and they playing this big ass Evelyn's at Shawnee's house and Shawnee has this big ass Connect 4 game. And they playing and they in this whole competitive mode or whatever. At this point in time, Shawnee tells Evelyn about the Amsterdam trip and Evelyn gets all giddy and excited. She's like, okay, who all's going? And she immediately is like, okay, Tammy's not going. She's like, okay, good, okay. So she's really geeked about the whole situation at this point in time. And then she says that Cee Cee's going, and then she also, Evelyn interjects how OG should be able to come because she just lost her dad and everything. Oh, not her dad, her brother and everything. And it would be a good time for her to get up out of the country and just, let her hair loose. And also it's about, getting high and everything. So, the girls, of course, they're happy about that because they want to get high. They want to get away from their kids and just, have a good ass time or whatever. Anywho, Evelyn, she reveals how she don't like Cee Cee because Kristen told her some shit about how Cee Cee was picking on them about, like, they not really, they don't really work or whatever. They don't have any type of job. They just pretty much live off the income of their, baby daddies or whatever. So that's why Evelyn ain't really feeling Cee Cee at this point. But I'm like, Evelyn is kind of like the truth. Like, what the fuck do y'all do? I understand y'all may have y'all little businesses on the side, but I'm still really trying to figure out what do you and Jen do, because y'all don't promote y'all's businesses on this damn platform. Not the way Shawnee does and, some of the, like, Tammy does with Bonnet Chronicles. Like, even Cee Cee promoting her whole spa business. Jackie does all her stuff. What the fuck do y'all two do? So, you just mad because, she pretty much called y'all out and ready to fuck out of you, okay? Through another bitch, alright? Anywho, dang Evelyn wants Jen to come, and Shawnee's like, no, I ain't fucking with her like that, and I ain't got really time to have her on a trip, and I ain't really vibing with her. Like, who does that? And I feel you, Shawnee. Like, you don't have people around that you just don't vibe with. Like, that's just bringing bad energy to your function or whatnot. Well, like I say, she asked her, or Evelyn asked her, could she have a conversation with Jen, and would that smooth things over? And Shawnee's like, no, like, hell no. At this time, Evelyn, she's pretty much spiraling out of control because she's like, shit, my girl can't come. What am I going to do? I'm like, girl, go have a good time, girl. Go do what you got to do. Puff you a vape, smoke you a tweed, something like that, honey. Come on now. So, she actually is trying to figure out in her mind how she's going to get Jen to come up on this damn trip or whatever. Which would be the wrong damn thing to do. And let me just say this right here. Ain't nothing worse than a dang motherfucker that is invited on the trip and then they decide to invite a +1. Like, that's some bullshit right there. Come on. For real, for real. Anywho, damn, Shawnee, she's with her boys, Miles and Sharif, and they out here looking for a loft apartment. They find this cute little place or whatever with the girl. Kind of gave me like real hippie vibes, but the way she had it decorated was really nice, if you ask me. It was like modern day hippie. And Shawnee's actually trying to convince the boys to move in because she likes the place. She thinks they have like a nice little decor and a good feng shui about it. But at the same time, she's telling the boys like, okay, y'all can't be in here partying. You know, Sharif, you got to be on your stuff. Miles, I know you like to have a good time, but you got to make sure everything's going on. And I need to have me a damn key. And Miles like, no, you can't have no key. And what's wrong with you calling before you dang gonna come over here so I can make sure Sharif is pretending like he doing his homework before you walk through the door. I love you, Miles. Let me tell you. I love you, Dago Miles, because that motherfucker's clever. Anywho, let's move along to the next thing. We got Evelyn and Jen. And they at the spa, and they trying to get their, whole little massage and relaxation and everything going on. And at this point, Evelyn is telling Jen about the whole Amsterdam trip. And she's like, okay, girl, yeah, we going on this trip, but your ass ain't invited. So Jen's kind of taken aback by the whole situation. Like, what's really going on? Evelyn's like, okay, y'all need a one-on-one without Tammy around because Tammy has a way of manipulating the situation and making everything look bad.